This thing happened pretty quickly. I think free agency opened in terms of negotiations at 9 a.m. By 9:09, it was announced you were becoming a Raider. How were those 9 minutes for you?
I wasn't even there. Drew just called me and was like, "Bro, we got a irrefusable offer, and it's gonna make you the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. You got a great opportunity to go and play with a great coaching staff, great organization, a lot of history, and in a year you'll be the first part of the first team that ever play in Vegas." And I couldn't turn that offer down.
You hear that they're going to make you the highest paid offensive lineman in history. What's your immediate reaction when you hear that?
I mean, I shed a few tears, not in front of my family and Drew, but definitely that night behind closed doors, I shed a few tears. And just being a seventh rounder and being able to say, or anybody being able to say that I was the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history is a true testament to just staying the course, sowing good seeds, and treating people how you want to be treated, and God will definitely reap harvest tenfold.
What clicked for you this year? Like the surge from the Niners letting you go for a late round draft pick to playing for a world champion and dominating for a world champion in the postseason?
I think what took my game to the next level, because I was playing pretty well when I was in San Fran, but I think what took my game to the next level was just going to an organization who believed in me, a locker room full of guys that believed in each other, pushed each other. We worked hard as a team every day, no egos, and just confidence shot through the roof. And I've kind of felt disrespected about the trade, and I wanted to prove everybody wrong.
Besides the contract, Trent, what appeals to you then about this organization?
I had a little insight about the team, being that I did have a best friend that played here and was here. He kind of tell me about the fun that they would have, the brotherhood, the camaraderie between the guys in the locker room and the coaches. And it was just always kind of like I would hear that and then hear this out and would know this over there. So it was just no question, no brainer for me.
Who's that friend again?
Naran Ball, my best friend.
Have you been given any indication whether you're coming in to play left or right tackle, and does it matter to you?
I think I'll be put in the best position to help the team.
Do you have a preference?
Whatever's going to help the team.
When free agency started, were the Raiders on your radar at all? Or was you just wide open to hearing whatever?
I had heard there was a lot of interest, but I didn't know it was this much interest.
Did the 49ers have any explanation for you when they traded you?
No.
What do you know about Tom Cable?
He's a guy that's going to get after it. He wants you to get after it, do your job, and help the team win.
Is there something that you think your experience with a Super Bowl champion that you learned that you can take to a team that has had a lot of struggles recently?
I'm not really a rah-rah guy or a talker. I just think I can lead by action, come in and go to work every day.
This team has there are two starting tackles last year, were rookies last year. How do you think you can kind of come in and mentor them, given your experience?
I think I can help a lot, being that we're all similar body types. It's probably some little small things here and there that can help them out. And I'm excited to work with them.
Does it encourage you a little bit more? I'm sure the money does enough, but just seeing some of the other big moves the Raiders have made already?
For sure. No question.
Not too many guys, though, have similar body types as you. 380 is what you're listed at. Is that what you're figuring to play at, or do you have any sense of?
Well, 380 is what I was listed at, but I just had to be at or below it. They didn't put any stipulations on me as to where I would have to be at this number where they expected me to be. They just kind of went off my body type, and off my play, and I think it fared well for all of us. We're world champs.
You got any sense of where Cable wants you at, or that something that come up?
They said they wouldn't bother me. I played last year at 375, and I played the best ball of my career.
You had a pretty solid regular season, but the reviews on your play in the postseason were in the stratosphere. That a lot of people said you were just an absolutely dominant lineman. Did you feel that? Did you think that you took your play to the next level in the postseason?
I did, and I knew I had to. Before knowing I was going into free agency, knowing that it was only a select few teams playing, and all eyes were on me, and it was my time to shine, and I took full advantage.
Has that been a common thing for you, playing your best under pressure, and why do you think that you're able to do that?
Well, I told, it's crazy because I told my dad AFC Championship game, the stakes were at an all-time high, and I didn't feel any pressure at all. So pressure doesn't really faze me. I kind of block out the noise, and I just play my game.
You shut down both the Chargers and the Chiefs, two division rivals, in January in the playoffs. You against the Chargers, you up against against Bosa and Melvin Ingram as well. What about that performance did you take just from going up against those guys, and also the opportunity to face such teams like the Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs 6 times a year?
It's a division full of great pass rushers. Week in and week out. The league is full of great pass rushers, but this division in particular is full of pass rushers. The league's top pass rushers, a couple of them are in this division. That's why I got signed.
Von Miller's had some nice things to say about you in the past. What do you like about those types of matchups going up against a guy like that, one of the elites?
That's why we play the game, to compete and compete at a high level. Von didn't have to go out and say those things about a second-year guy in camp, but he did, and I definitely appreciate him for it. He noticed a long time ago. I don't know why the reporters or analysts or whatever didn't want to jump on that bandwagon, but here we are today, and I'm still here, ready to prove some people wrong.
What did you know about John Gruden? A lot of players say, they saw him on TV. What did you know about him, and what have been your impressions after meeting him so far?
He's a high-energy guy, gives off a lot of energy, and I feel like he breathes life into the building and into his players, and I feel like that's a great guy to play for.
It was a tough year for these guys last year. Just you coming in here, seeing Antonio Brown come in here, do you get a sense that this team is making moves to make some noise next year?
Yes, sir.
Trent Brown.
Sorry. Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, he was a 6th-round draft pick, and now he's the highest-paid wide receiver in NFL history. You were a 7th-round pick. You're the highest-paid offensive lineman in NFL history. With the draft coming next month, a lot of guys won't be selected where they thought they should be selected. Any message as it relates to the draft and the implications it has or doesn't have on the way your career can turn out?
Just the two names you led off that statement with, just look at our success, and you can do it too. You don't need anybody to believe in you other than yourself. When I got drafted in the 7th round in 2015, picked 244, I was a bit pissed off about it, and that's what pushed me to work and become the player I am today. And I'm going to continue to work and become the best.
Do you feel any weight or pressure with the numbers in that contract?
What'd you say?
Do you feel any weight or pressure just with the contract that you got?
Of course, it'll be more eyes on me, but just because my name is a big name now, or whatever you may call it. But I don't feel any pressure. I still got to go to work, just like everybody else. I'm still a 7th-round draft pick.
I guess Gruden called you and Antonio the Brown brothers. Have you met Antonio?
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my brother. Yes, sir.